Excellent.
Okay, you missed it when he walked in. I said, "How are you?" And I thought he said slow.
Oh.
He said swell.
Oh.
So no, I'm not calling.
He's not reading slow this morning. So I was running sort of this morning at 8, and I went all the way up to our office and I was like, I left my badge in the car. So I go back to the car, I'm like, where's my badge? But this had flown around my neck, you know? I was like, oh,
where are my sunglasses?
It's like, yeah, where are my glasses? And they're on my head. Yeah.
And you realized it as soon as you got back home.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
I know,
Yeah,
for
it's that
game
same
meeting,
exact
I was
thing.
like,
Yeah.
I looked for my cell phone with my cell phone in my hand.
Yeah,
Important too.
it's always that, right? Or it's like, yeah, you're like on your phone. Yeah. You're trying to. So funny. It's just like you need more sleep or something.
Oh, I
Too busy.
do. Yeah. 3 in the morning. Like, no. And I
Oh, it
fall
was-
asleep in her bed.
2 last night and could not go back to sleep.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes before my alarm went off, and then I finally dozed back off.
That's how it always goes, right?
Did you feel the earthquake here from Berkeley a couple nights ago? And
I
like
did
the
not. Was that the one at
4.6?
3 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So I
not.
have that My Shake app, you know, and so it went off because it was close and I'm in Sonoma. And it was really loud. So it's good to know it works. And then we had a little bit shaking, but I like pulled it upstairs to my daughter. So it gives you a couple seconds.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's loud. It will wake you up.
Well, good morning, Chair. We are on time.
Yes.
At your leisure, we're ready to start the meeting if you are, and if you feel good about commencing our session today, we can ask our recording secretary to take roll.
Okay.
Alrighty, Chair Rivera,
Here.
Board Member Anderson, and Board Member Sweet.
Here.
Let the record reflect that all board members are present with the exceptions of Board Members Renteria and Pace.
Chair, all members are present, and with the exceptions, as stated by the recording secretary, we have a quorum, and we're ready to proceed through the agenda.
Yes, so we have item 2, so remote participation under AG 2024-49, none needed today. Moving on to item 3, modifications to the agenda. Do we have any?
Chair, we have no, I take that back. We did have a clerical correction on the date as stated on one of the attachments to the agenda. And I believe this came to us, was flagged to us by our partners at the chamber. Do you recall what that date
Yeah.
issue was?
Just the file of the annual report was titled 24-25 annual report,
Right.
but it's actually the 24 annual report
Right.
and 25 through 28 work plan. So I just thought it's more clear. It'd be more clear if we updated that title.
So Chair, just for the record, we just wanted to enter that clerical correction into the record, and we'll make sure that the file name is corrected when we take that report to City Council in November.
Okay.
And that does not, entering that clerical correction into the record doesn't require a motion or any action by your board.
Thank you for that clarification.
No other modifications to the agenda.
Thank you. All right, so I'll go ahead and move on to item 4, which is public comment. So this is the time when any person may address matters not listed on this agenda, but which are within the subject matter of the jurisdiction. The public may comment on agenda items when the item is called. Each speaker is allowed 3 minutes. Do any members of the public wish to make comments on items not listed on the agenda?
Chair Rivera, staff's not aware of any public comments waiting at this time. Recording secretary, have we received any public comments? There are no public comments, Chair.
Thank you. Go ahead and move on to item 5, approval of minutes. So we have the set of minutes today. Do we have any changes to the July 24th minutes?
Chair, staff's not aware of any proposed changes to the minutes.
All right, seeing that there's none, the minutes are approved as submitted. All right, moving on to new business, item 6. So we have the Center Rosa Tourism Business Improvement Area Annual Report and Work Plan. So this is the opportunity, this is the time when the staff and Santa Rosa Metro Chamber will present the 2024 annual report, 2025-2028 work.
Thank you, Chair. I will go ahead and walk us through this item, and I'm just going to share my screen so that I can bring the item up on the display for everyone to see. This item, section 6.1, is somewhat performative. This item was already brought to this board for review and discussion. The intent of bringing this item back today is to highlight that some of the changes which were requested from this body when it was last brought forward, many of which were either formatting or clerical changes. There were some minor content changes. All those changes that were implemented do reflect the changes that were discussed at the last meeting. We're bringing now the final report and version to this body, and the recommended action is to make a motion from this body to approve and move this report to City Council with a recommendation that City Council also approve.
Thank you.
And given that most of the changes were clerical or already discussed, I don't think there's any need, unless the board would like to go through the report in a lot of detail, as the report is primarily in substance the same.
All right. Well, thank you for that summary. I'd like to open it up to the board if you have any questions, any discussion.
No.
All right. Seeing that there's no public comments, because
No public comments or discussion, but before we move to motion, we'll just let our partner, the chamber, who worked very diligently on this report, has a couple of comments that they would like to share. Before moving it on to our partner, I do want to just state for the record that our staff worked very closely with the chamber. It was a collaborative effort, and really want to express our gratitude and appreciation to the chamber for all of their work. Some early morning phone calls, but we got through it. So if it pleases the chair, I'll turn it over to Janelle.
yeah, well, if I may, too, it's a very comprehensive report with lots of data, lots of numbers. It's gone through various editions, and I just want to thank the staff of the chamber as well as all the other participants for compiling all this data and putting together this very nice report. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for all the content that you provided and for all the collaboration. I think it was 15 drafts that we did.
Yeah.
So just quickly, I don't need to go through every piece of it like we did last time, but just, a few of the things that were requested to be included after the last meeting were some campaign recaps. Specifically, we included the Cheers to Being Here campaign, some data on that. So you'll see that on pages 16, 17, 18. And that also provides some insights into the demographics, which was also another request of the people that are seeing our ads and that are interested in them. And then we made some adjustments to the work plan that were mainly just clerical that were requested at this meeting. So that's really it. And then I just have to mention that you won't notice it on the digital version, but if you print this out, it still has a draft watermark on it that we'll need to remove, I guess. But I guess it technically is still a draft until it goes to council, right? So, but just a heads up to whoever's sending that to council. That's it for me. Anything, Amanda?
Just one last thing we did in response to the comments from this board was to add the bigger picture where I think initially we started off in the chart showing sort of the income each year and ADA and all that. It was say ADR.
ADR.
that we started at 2020, and so it was pointed out, like, that doesn't really give us the selection of what it was like. It shows the recovery, but it doesn't show the true recovery, right? Because we based that on how it was before COVID. So we did incorporate in 2019 data, so you could really have a foundation to base on where we are today.
Yeah.
So it's more realistic to pre-COVID impact.
Page, I think that's 9, you'll see the hotel ADR occupancy, those and air travel also. We included 18 and 19 on the ADR and occupancy, so you could see pre-COVID data is a lot closer to where we are, at least on the ADR in 2024. So that's it.
Excellent. All right, any further discussion? All right, so I'll move to make a motion to approve the document for recommendation for the city council.
I'll move, unless maybe it's better coming from you, and I'll second.
Second.
Since it's our document.
Am I moving or seconding?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, let the record reflect that the motion passes unanimously.
Wonderful. And Chair, I can share that the current plan is to bring this document to City Council on November 4th. Once received and approved by City Council, that will open up staff to start working on some of the other initiatives listed in the work plan, including enhancing and increasing the level of collaboration with some of our regional tourism partners, working on the tourism strategic plan, et cetera. So would encourage anyone who's interested to tune in on November 4th when we bring this to council.
So thank you. All right, so I'll continue moving on through the agenda. We have item 6.2, event support funding. So this will be the opportunity for staff to present an overview of the SRTVIA event support funding for January 1st through January 30th, 2026, and present the process for selection panel.
June 30th.
June 30th.
June.
January through June. 30th.
January through June.
Yes, Chair. Item 6.2, the board will receive a staff report on this. And for that report, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our Art and Culture Coordinator, Meredith Knudsen, to walk us through that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this year we had the applications open starting August 1st, and they close next Tuesday on September 30th for the grant period of January 1st through June 30th. We've had 12 applications so far. Again, it does close end of day Tuesday, so hopefully we get a couple more in. For the city, we did run some sponsored ads that were targeted towards event managers and event planners outside the area, such as Reno, Los Angeles, Seattle, Sacramento County, and San Francisco area and the Bay Area. And we actually had a pretty large reach of over 18,000 with 22,000 views. So I'm hoping even with that, if they didn't apply, it's still getting on the radar of event managers and event planners, that this is a destination to come and host your event. But for today, we are looking for you to select 2 members to be on the selection panel to meet in October. I'm hoping to send out the applications for virtual review next week on Wednesday after it closes, and give you approximately 10 days to review virtually and do some scoring. After that, meet in person for 1 to 2 hours, depending on what's needed, to select and do a recommendation of how to allocate the funds for that grant period. So for today, it's selecting the 2 members. We can discuss when you would like to do the in-person meeting. I've blocked my calendar for the 15th or 16th. Ideally, it's the middle of October, because we will want to do a special meeting to come back to SRTVIA, so we can notify the applicants of that funding period.
Any discussion? Okay, and we currently, well, we have, isn't Todd and Donna still serving in the
Oh,
I'm
they
not sure if
were,
we redo it every time or.
oh, I was under the
Standing,
impression it
yeah.
was each time, we would select new panelists, but, I guess I could leave that up to you if you wanted to use the, you'd have to be available in October also to meet in person, so depending on schedules.
I'm not available the fifth, whatever that week is. It's a Sunday through.
The first round would be virtual scoring, and then we'd need to meet in person at some point mid to late October, so we could bring it back to a special meeting.
Having served the initial round, do you think there's a value to keeping the same role, just that you came, right, and that you came to like, bringing in the new criteria for the first time, or is there value to changing it up and making sure that each member of this advisory board has an opportunity to weigh in? Do you see a pro or con having done the first round?
If you guys want me to do it, I'm more than happy to do it. If you guys think it's better to have someone else do it, that's perfectly fine by me as well.
Okay. Are you interested?
I am available. I'm happy to serve if that's there's a desire to change up the group.
I believe we need a vote for that as well.
Well, no public comments, and seeing that there's no members of the public. Any further discussion? Hold a vote to select the two members for the SRTBI Event Support Funding Selection Panel. So all those in, we'll go ahead and nominate member Anderson and member Sweet to the selection panel. So all those in favor.
So we would need a motion and a second to have the vote there.
Need a
So
motion.
you can move, someone would have to second, and then we can.
So that'll be the motion. Now need a second.
Will I abstain since I'm voting? for
You
myself?
can second
One of
to.
us has to second. I'll second.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Secretary, will you take roll of the,
Yeah, absolutely. Chair Rivera,
yeah, aye.
Board Member Anderson.
I'll abstain.
We would need to get 3 yeses in order for the motion.
Then I'm all for me. I guess.
Okay, so we have you as a yes there for it. Okay,
Correct.
and then Board Member Sweet.
Yes.
All right, so let the record reflect that the motion passes with 3 yeses.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I can just add, in addition, this body is missing a set of bylaws, which typically will address situations like this one concerning appointment of committee or subcommittee members. In some cases, bylaws will allow the chair to actually do that without a motion. Bylaws typically also address when abstention is required. As part of the new work plan that is going to be adopted by council, we will be creating a set of bylaws for this body in conjunction with this body, as well as a set of rules of order. Bring that forward. And I think that will help us in the future when we have situations like this where the Brown Act, which is more relevant to open meeting law requirements, not so relevant to board operation requirements. It will give us a little bit more clarity and something to work from. So forthcoming. Chair, that takes us on to department reports.
Yeah, but by the way, thank you for that clarification, and we're looking forward to potentially seeing that as well. Yeah, so item 7, department reports. Are there any?
Yeah, Chair, I'm happy to start off with some of the department reports, just updates to this body, and then I'll turn it over to any of the economic development staff who may wish to comment on that. With regards to matters that might be of interest to this particular board, tourism and travel related issues, we just wrapped up our second Sundays initiative, and excited that we got a lot of participation there from the community. Live at Juilliard also wrapped up this year, a lot of participation. Our sculpture walk is going to be moving forward. These are all things that, if not directly support tourism, indirectly create a level of atmosphere and culture and vibrancy here, which adds to the overall tourism experience in the community. And as I discussed earlier, once the new annual report and work plan and budget is adopted by council, there are a number of new initiatives that we're going to be working on as far as a tourism strategic plan and other initiatives to focus on driving tourism and creating heads and beds, if you will, for Santa Rosa. So I will go ahead and turn it over to Meredith and then also to Rachel if they have anything that they might want to share with regards to any of the programs that they're working on.
Thank you. We have the Art Walk initiative with artwork being installed this month and next with 9 US-based artists showing downtown and Railroad Square. We do have some marketing dollars set aside from the Public Art Fund in order to increase the visitors for that heads and beds, and also just increase the community pride of getting people to visit. We'll be looking at advertising on Smart in different hotels, et cetera. So stay tuned for more on that, and you'll be seeing the sculptures start to come up in these next couple weeks.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I can just speak to our second Sunday's events that we just wrapped up, as Scott said. September 14th was our last one. So we ran 4 this summer, June, July, August, and September. And they were just a pilot to see if we can get more families downtown, more action on Courthouse Square. They were in conjunction with our farmers market on Sundays. They were pretty well attended. We had great feedback from the community and the organizations that we worked with. And I'm doing an after action report that we'll bring to our economic development subcommittee, so we can also share it with you all, of feedback from the organizations we worked with, some data, ridership on Rosie. We had Rosie the trolley there as well. So I'm happy to share that report when we have it. Overall, it was very well received. We're also working on a lot of other downtown initiatives and action and strategies regarding safety and working with our downtown businesses. So I'm really excited about other things that are coming in the future.
And Chair, I can wrap it up with just a few more updates with regards to other projects and news concerning our division. The foundry is moving forward with the pouring of the Asawa panels. So we're very excited about that. We know that this is a long time coming. There is still some community level and internal level discussion around how the panels are going to be displayed, whether that is on the fountain or on a stage or some other way of displaying those panels. All of that is still being explored, and we're going through discovery at this time, but the panels are being poured. And so we're very excited. We'll be likely getting some video or some photographs of the pouring process that we'll be able to share with the community in the future. Also, we just closed the recruitment for the new event specialist position. This will be a full-time position whose aim and focus is to support events and public events in the community. We received 79 applicants. So it'll be a very competitive process. I'm sure a lot of qualified people applied. We'll be moving forward with that soon, hopefully with the intent that by the end of the year, we'll be able to have someone in that position. I think that concludes all of the department reports on our end.
Very exciting. So thank you very much for that summary. Any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, let's see now. There's no, I don't think for this item we asked for public comments. I don't remember exactly. Seeing that there's no public, well, we'll go ahead and move adjourn the meeting. So thank you all very much for attending.
Was a record, 22
Not bad.
minutes.